sponsored by Texaco. Nah, this joke. Not sponsored. But we are on our way to the gym. Guys, I gotta let you in on some things. Oh, shoot. Is my microphone working? Oh, there's a crow? What the heck? Freaking crow had a huge breakfast in its mouth. Okay. Gotta make sure this microphone is on. Gotta see the levels, you know what I'm saying? But what I was gonna say is, let you in on something. It rarely happens to Holo Kahiki. With the combination of rain this morning, and we're gonna have rain for the next 4 days. Yay to me. And the fatigue residue of back day, because my lower back is sore, is tight, and then my upper back is reasonably sore. I can actually like flex it. My lower back, whenever I'm like hunched over or like twisting, it's sore. The mixture of those two, guys, when I woke up this morning, I was so close to call it. I was so close to call it a rest day. It was so bad. That rarely happens to me. So what I told myself, Holo, just get out of bed. So I got out of bed. Holo, just get ready. I got ready, brushed my teeth, all that jazz, do my morning stretches. And then I this is when I know I had to make a choice. If I want to sit down and eat breakfast, or just grab a dang banana and just get out of the house. And I did the second option. I just grabbed a banana and just got out of the house. Jumped in my truck and just go and be like, yeah, get out of the house. Don't even, of course, you know, I'm getting my water done and all that, but don't take a seat and eat. I feel like I'm gonna be so comfortable, I'm gonna start procrastinating and delaying my gym time. So I am running on one banana, creatine, and probably like 3 gulps of water with electrolytes, of course. And then we're gonna head on and do our core and hamstrings day today. Woof. It's gonna be a wild one. And I should have chose something else to eat, because bananas and me and at core day, man, it pushes. Like when I'm pushing, the banana is pushing. So plan today for core, we're gonna hop on that decline bench to do weighted sit-ups. This time I have the 45 on my chest. I'm holding it down and then I'm coming up, but we are gonna use, and please pray, speak on this, my quads to lift me up of the bench. So I'm doing kind of like a levitating sit-up with the 45, doing the sit-ups on the decline bench. And this actually targets your upper abs, the ones, oh, not the upper abs, it's correction, the lower abs that rarely get hit. And those are the ones that, well, visually I would like, because I've been trying to hit them as much as I can, and I can see, starting to see it carved in. But that was in January, December of last year. January of this year, but December of last year. So I took a break from core, did some other exercises that actually develops your core. growth. But today we are focusing strictly on those lower abs. And with the decline bench, with the weighted plate on me, holding it down, and then using my quads to boost me up. And when you do the sit-up, you start from I start from the top. When you go down, if you think in your head, if you have your quads holding you up and your legs holding you up and you're descending down, you're going past the limit of if you was actually doing a regular sit-up. You're going like past your hips just a little bit. You don't want to go overboard. And I feel like that's going to give it like that stretch for your lower abs to actually work. Like if this is me, this is my body, right? And this is my hip right here. So if I'm sit up and then I go down and I pass my hips just a little bit, it's gonna give that lower abs, it gives that lower abs to activate that I'm gonna use it. Because once I pass that hip, where my abs are, where you're in a straight line, once you're past that parallel line and you go down to like a beyond 20 degrees and you're trying to come up, you're like literally using only your lower abs. So with that said, we are hitting that. I only go for like 8 to 10 reps, 12 if on a good day, because doing that sit-ups on the decline bench with the weighted plate, man, you get burnout quick. So keep it tight, keep it elevated, and then we're gonna keep it nasty. You know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying. Gosh, guys, I didn't even put my pre-workout in, and already going off the bars now. And then after that, we would switch it. There's a handle where I hold on like between my legs. What we're gonna do is we're gonna turn around. I'm gonna show you guys in a little bit. You turn around, you grab the handles from the back on the same decline bench, and you do like raised knee tucks, just to burn out the core, whatever I have left of it. Like, yeah, I could go and do some hanging knee raises, but then given the weight that I am and then the joints, I'm holding onto the pull-up bar, and I do like an L sit and try to start doing that. It's just the weight is crazy, like how heavy I'm at. I'm not able to hold myself up like I used to when I started doing calisthenics. When I started, I was 130. Shoot, now I'm 165, almost hitting 70. Just gotta eat more, that's the only thing. And then after that, not doing RDLs because my lower back is shot. So we're just going to cruise at the lying leg curls if it's open. If not, we'll do the single leg curls, kind of like not hunchback, but kind of like kneeling forward, and you have a knee in a socket, and then you do it as if you was on a lying down, but you're actually like kneeling. If that's not available, then we'll do the seated. But seated for me is like last resort. I don't like the seated. It just feels weird, and it feels like I'm using more of my stabilizers to hold me down to work my hamstrings. I'd rather have my laying down hamstrings because all my weight is just laying down. It's not moving. So I'm like stabilized, but seated, yeah, it's not for me. Possibly doing calves in the beginning and calves at the end. We'll see how it feels like in the gym. Hopefully I can hop on the Oh, I guess we'll just do a seated leg press because not that much people use it. I'll just go in there, like hit 3 sets back to back with no rest, and then go into core. I think that'll be a good starter. But we'll see. Energy is always different, and I feel like for me, the energy matters in there. I can't just go in and work out. Like, yeah, you can go right ahead. You can go work out. But if you are on a routine, and just like the other day on Monday, I walked into the squat room and I was like, man, this is not it. Like, something is off in here. Like, yeah, everybody's working out, but do you feel like you are giving energy to others? Are you really pushing yourself? Or are you just there to be there? I don't know, that's what I'm saying. You know, that's what I always do. Like, if somebody runs a red light, I kind of look around to see if there's any cops, and I'm like, man. Because there was one time where someone ran a red light in front of me, and I looked around. I was like, oh, there's no cop. And then after, this cop just comes out of nowhere and turns his light on. I was like, oh. But yeah, all that to say is we're going to hit this core hamstring day. And then, yeah, hopefully we get the machines that we can get. Calves in the beginning and the end. We'll try that out. Experiment. Because literally, it's all about that. Experimentation. And not to think about how other people view it. Everybody's on their own journey. You're on your own journey. And if you're curious, go ahead and try it. You never know. That could be the next groundbreaking movement that you do that will grow whatever muscle you're growing. Just be open. Oof. Okay. Yeah, so I'll see you guys inside. Here we are. So I did some feeler reps with the 25. Kind of get my core activated. And then we have 45 right here. Like I said before, we're going to use the legs to actually elevate us off of the bench. And then once we actually go down, we're going to actually pass the line of the hip line, the waistline, I guess. But just in case, I put a 45 here down on this bench to make sure it's just a peace of mind kind of stuff. Like, want to make sure I don't fall over. But we're going to try do at least 8. It's gonna be a rough one. Try for 10. Push for 12. Forgot to mention, I have my glute kickback braces on here because the pads, when I lift myself up, puts pressure on my ankles. So just a FYI, I'm running those right now. 10 for 45 is pretty good. And then partial rest right after. What we're gonna do for this one is, I think I have 2 sets left in me. We're gonna do 45, at least reach 8. And I feel like what I gotta do differently is engage my core more and breathing. I am really lacking on breathing to inhale through my nose and out through my mouth. So we're gonna try to run this again. I feel pretty good. I think, like I said about the squats, I just had to get through the one set first that kind of introduced me to the exercise, and then set 2 and set 3 should be fairly easy, but still there's some intensity in there. But yeah, I'm gonna stop talking and I'm gonna get right into it. Oh man. Literally, when I went down for that 6 rep, everything started to be jelly. But nevertheless, we got up to 8. Hit it one more time. Hopefully we can get to 8, even if partial reps are needed. Whew. Okay, this is gonna be an interesting one. What I'm gonna do is bang out the 45 here on the decline bench as much as I can. Try to hit for 10 or 8, partial reps included. Hop on to here and do hanging knee raises, burn out. Come back on here, switch out the 45 for 25. Failure, turn around, and like I said in the car, I'm gonna turn around, have this behind my neck, and then I'm gonna do knee raises going up. Enough talking, I'm just gonna perform, and then you can see how I do, and I'm gonna feel how I do. I should move my bag over there, so people know I'm using it. Okay, let's go at it. Eight, 9, 10, 12. Rest. 3 more. Oof. Man, I'm gassed. Whew. 3 more. Three, 2, 1 more. Damn. That was a freaking super set. Or just a variety of sets. Holy. I didn't think that 25 plate was gonna be heavy. Oh snap. But I gotta say, after doing the 45 plate with the decline into hanging leg raises, oh boy. I was on that leg raise and I was feeling it. Like, it showed me it got easier. And then when I went back on the bench with a 25 plate, it got back to being hard again. So, but that goes to show it's not even about the reps anymore. And it's not even about the sets. It's about how far you can push yourself. Shoot. But yeah, we're gonna clean up, pack up, and focus on hamstrings. All right, already warmed up with 70. What we're gonna do is go to 130 for now. See how it feels. And then raise the weight. But essentially, for this hamstring exercise, what we're gonna do is we're gonna go heavy and we're gonna bang out some nasty sets. We're gonna essentially kill our hamstrings this morning. So let me just check. Last time I did 190 for 10. I'll try to get back to that number today, but I'll take 180 instead for 12. You know what? 140. Then we can go 160 and then 180. But 140 for 12. You know? Hit that rep range and see how it goes. Here we go.
You know that settles good when your microphone falls off. 160. Okay, so for this set specifically, I'm gonna try to hold it for 1 or 2 seconds at the top, and then, bring it down, stretch, and then bring it back up. I'm gonna try to do that for at least maybe 6 reps, and then after that, probably on the 5th rep or 6th rep, after that, you're really just gonna bang this out. 160 for 12. Take it, put it all on the floor, and then we're raising it again to 180. And then I feel like we'll do drop sets, but we'll figure out the weight when that comes. But let's concentrate on the 160. Yeah, hamstrings already from that 140 is already gone. Literally stretched out, destroyed, beyond repair type thing. So get right into it. Here we go. Make it up. Drop set. We got 180 for burnout. Bring it towards 120. Burn out, and then drop it to 180, possibly 70. But yeah, this is going to be the finish today. And then hop on calf raises. But I feel pretty confident. Honestly, this 180 is going to bite, but I think the drop set is going to bite even harder. So get right into it. Here we go. Yeah, 70. Hey. Oh. rest pause, and then we're gonna do single leg 55. Single leg, 5 sets each leg, alternate, and then we're finished with it. Whew, here we go. All the way to the top. Core and hamstrings have been destroyed. Oh my God, guys. That core workout in the beginning was not for the weak. Holy shoot. I still can't get over that I actually did that superset at the beginning of the workout. Or the core workout, having a superset as a finisher for the core. You know, I just start looking around and be like, oh, I can add this in. Oh, I can add this in. Oh, I can do a superset. So that was actually very, very nice. And then hamstrings, of course. Kill it as usual. Like, dang. That hamstrings though, man, that's all you need is just the lying leg curls and you just make it happen. Like, oh. See, when I feel like more so energetic after the workout, that means it was a good workout. Like, it was insane. But let's dive deep into the core and hamstrings. So I've noticed for the, I call it the levitating sit-ups. I notice when I do heavier weight, the second and third reps, the second and third sets, I can feel like a clicking on my hip. That signals me kind of lay off just a little bit. That's why I haven't been doing a whole lot of core exercises lately, because I feel and I can hear, like, inside my body a clicking on my hip. So the next time we're actually going to do core is probably for a while now, because I don't want to keep pushing my core and then clicking gets louder and louder, and then I have that hip situation going out through my day. I don't really want that to happen for me. So core, we're gonna lay off. I feel like we already thrashed it around a bit today. And then going to the superset action of adding the hanging leg raises. I was gonna originally do knee raises, But I already know after that last set on the decline bench that I was gonna flip myself around and do knee raises instead. So we kept the hanging leg raises. That felt nice. That actually put less stress on my core for me to bang out more sets, more reps, I mean, if that makes sense. It allowed me to rest just a little bit, to go in again when I had the 25 pounds on me, 25-pound plate. And then, you know, turn around, have the handle behind my neck, or behind my head, and then bang out with the hanging knee raises. That felt, that one, my core was just already locked. Like, it was like locked jaw. And then that was it. I wasn't gonna do anything else. Like, I felt like, yo, that was it. That is it for core. Put that away. Let's focus on hamstrings. And hamstrings, we warmed up at the leg curl, the standing leg curls for a little bit because someone was using it. So I warmed up there. And then when I went to the lying leg curls, I warmed up again just to make sure, because my body's not standing, I'm lying down. Hence lying leg curls. Had to warm up again. And then we went straight into it. Started at 120. Or was it? No, it was 140. We started at 140 up to 160. And then 180, we was pushing ourselves. But I'm surprised that I was able to hold the weight for 5 reps. 4 or 5 reps. I was very surprised about that. I thought I was gonna hold it and then it's gonna slam down, but I did hold it and reasonably kind of bring it down. I had a slow negative, so dang, that's a big improvement on my hamstrings. That gives me a sign that next time we do hamstrings, we can go heavier. And we're starting with 180. I'm curious to see how my hamstrings will perform when I do a warm-up, feeler reps, and then start at 180 since we finished at 180 today. Next hamstring day, we're gonna start at 180, and I'm curious to see how well or how I'm gonna perform when I'm starting at 180 fresh. Like, I'm pretty sure I can throw around that weight pretty easily, but don't want to get ahead of myself. Gotta be humble, sit down. But that was nice. And then drop setting it 180 to 120. I was gonna drop set it from 180 to 140, but I think that was like too close to 180 as a heavier weight. I wanted to space out just the weight just a little bit, which is more manageable but still heavy even after I exhaust my hamstrings doing that last set. And then from 120 we drop it down to 80, which is prime weight to drop down to. And then I was gonna drop down to 70, but you know, like I said before, it was too close to 80, so I just dropped down to 55. And 55, I think it was single leg, was it? Single leg 55. 5 on each side to make 15. And then we hold at the end. I was gonna hold again, but hamstrings folded, man. Hamstrings was just shot. But yeah, there goes core hamstring day in the books. I gotta say, this was one of the mellowest, and I think that's what I said last week, Wednesday, with the glute and hamstrings. core and hamstrings, we went hard, but it was more like on the mellow side. Like I got enough time to get home and actually decompress and eat my lunch before I head out to work again. And it's nice, it's not raining, but I think it's gonna rain later tonight, so just got prepared for that. And I'm gonna make sure I hit that massage gun too before I leave, because I think that'll be essential for me to recover. Dang, this car is braking too early. What the heck? I don't know why they brake so early. Like, you have so much room behind the car that you're in front of. The car that you're behind of. You have so much room in front. Okay, enough rambling, but yeah, nice day. We are pump check, reps check, sets check, muscles checked and destroyed. And then we got chest tomorrow. For chest, we are going to do incline bench as usual. Gonna look for a spotter to help me out with that. And then either decline press with cables. I want to hit my lower chest a little bit. And then let's see, maybe some chest flies on the machine or cable. We'll see how we feel. But mainly chest, pretty easy, straightforward. Upper, lower, side action, and we just get it done. But other than that, guys, I see you guys tomorrow for chest day. Hold on. I'm gonna wait after this long fat turn, and I'm gonna send you guys off. Yeah, see you guys tomorrow for chest day. Oh.